Jungkook breaks a new military record. What makes him so special? Hello K-pop lover. In a world dazzled by lights, applause, and fame, one young man stepped into the shadows of duty, not because he had to prove anything, but because he understood the meaning of responsibility. His name is Jungkook, the youngest member of the world-renowned group BTS. The golden voice, the dancing machine, the global icon. But now, he holds a new title, record breaker in the South Korean military. Yes, you heard that right. Jungkook, once adored on stages from Los Angeles to London, has now shattered a military record that no one saw coming. And today, we will take you deep into this unbelievable journey, unraveling how a K-pop superstar went from music charts to military charts, and what makes him unlike anyone else. The farewell no one was ready for. When Jungkook enlisted on December 12, 2023, it wasn't just a news story. It was an emotional moment felt across continents. For armies, it was the beginning of a long silence. For Jungkook, it was the start of a new chapter written in grit and discipline. No flashy goodbyes. No exaggerated fanfare. He simply saluted, smiled faintly, and entered the training grounds with fellow member Jimin. And with that, the world held its breath. Military life, the great unknown. Military life is built on routine, structure, and strict rules, completely opposite to the world Jungkook came from. Here, there were no screaming fans. No luxurious hotels. No spotlight. Only uniforms, weapons, and commands shouted at dawn. But Jungkook didn't flinch. Instead, he adapted quickly. Too quickly. Stories from within the training base soon leaked through cracks on social media. Recruits who trained beside him whispered, he didn't act like a celebrity. He acted like a leader. He ran the extra mile when others were too exhausted. He helped new recruits even when he was already drained. Instructors reportedly noted how Jungkook never asked for rest. Never used his fame for special treatment. He stood in line like everyone else. Cleaned bathrooms. Carried sandbags. Participated in tactical drills, often pushing himself harder than necessary. Why? Because for Jungkook, doing his best wasn't optional. It was part of who he is. An unbreakable will, Jungkook's hidden strength. What drives a man who already has everything to work as though he has nothing? That's the heart of Jungkook. Ever since his teenage years, he's lived with one philosophy: give everything. Regret nothing. It's what made him a superstar at 15. It's what made him the nation's pride at 20. And now, in his mid-20s, it's what turned him into one of the most respected soldiers in his unit. The training wasn't just physically demanding, it was mentally brutal. Some recruits gave up halfway. Others barely passed. But Jungkook, he scored perfectly. The record perfect evaluation score. In the South Korean military, evaluation scores at the end of basic training determine how well a recruit adapts. They test combat readiness, mental endurance, physical strength, and leadership. Achieving top marks is rare. Perfect marks, almost unheard of. And yet, Jungkook did it. In every category. Every metric. He aced them all. So flawless was his performance that superiors reportedly had to double-check the results. Not because they doubted him, but because they were stunned. One officer was quoted anonymously, he wasn't just performing. He was living it. Jungkook was made for greatness, even here. This achievement officially made him the first celebrity to receive a perfect military evaluation in his division's recorded history. Leading from the front, Jungkook as platoon leader. Shortly after evaluations, a new announcement emerged: Jungkook had been chosen as platoon leader. This position is not handed out lightly. It's given to those who demonstrate intelligence, leadership, resilience, and responsibility. Jungkook didn't just meet those standards. He exceeded them. Imagine this: a man who used to lead global tours, now leads his fellow soldiers through tactical missions, logistical coordination, and team drills. His commands no longer echo in arenas, but in forests, training fields, and under camouflage netting. It wasn't just symbolic. His leadership was real, effective, and admired. Reactions that shook the nation. As this news began to spread, social media exploded. Comments flooded in. Jungkook didn't go to the military to disappear. He went there to dominate. He's a legend not just on stage, but now also in service. This is what true patriotism looks like. News outlets picked up the story across Asia. Even Western media gave nods to this achievement. It wasn't just a Korean pride moment, it was a global inspiration. Inside his mind, the philosophy of Jungkook. So what drives him? Why not take it easy like others in his position? The answer may lie in his core beliefs. Jungkook once said in an interview, "I'm not interested in being better than others. I'm interested in being better than I was yesterday." That's it. That's his secret. In a world where most people run from discomfort, Jungkook runs toward it. He views struggle as fuel, discipline as freedom. And in the military, that mindset gave him an edge few could match. The men behind the uniform. Despite all the discipline and toughness, stories emerged that reminded us, Jungkook's humanity remains intact. He reportedly gave up his snacks to younger recruits, helped clean up mess halls without being asked, sat with homesick soldiers and encouraged them quietly. He didn't lead by fear. He led by example. Even after achieving high scores and promotion, he never bragged, never distanced himself from others. He remained humble, steady, kind. What comes next? With more months left in his service, the question now is, what will Jungkook do next? Some speculate he might earn further distinctions. Others believe he could be recruited into special units. There's even talk that his performance could lead to an honorary commendation from the government. But for fans, the dream lies beyond that. What will his comeback look like? What stories will he tell through music, now as a man who's lived hardship beyond fame? One thing's for sure, his return will not be just another K-pop moment. It will be a global celebration. The legacy of a true idol. Jungkook's story is no longer just about music. It's about character. It's about strength that comes from humility, discipline that grows from hardship, and courage that doesn't need applause to exist. In the end, Jungkook didn't break a military record just by luck. He broke it because he earned it, with blood, sweat, and sheer willpower. From the stage to the training ground, he continues to redefine what it means to be a legend. And for millions around the world, his journey in the military has only deepened the love and admiration they already had for him. John Jungkook, the Golden Magne. Now also, the Iron Soldier. True greatness is not about what you achieve under the spotlight, but what you conquer in silence.